Hi everyone, I'm Taylor and welcome to the Tribe Life's 30 Days of Yoga Challenge. Today is day 11. I'm so excited you're here with me, you're flowing with me. I hope your mind and your body are feeling great, creating some clarity and flexibility where there wasn't before. And for day 11, we're gonna continue building heat, flowing a little bit, get our bodies moving. Also a hidden ab workout in the yoga sequence. So we're really working to engage the core here, and from the core we can then lengthen out our limbs and create some space and some strength there as well. So if that sounds good to you, roll out your mat and we will begin. All right, so day 11, feeling great. As always, come to a nice seated position as we center ourselves a little bit as we start practice today. So getting in a nice comfortable seated position, sitting nice and tall, taking a few breaths, arriving onto our mat, not just physically, but mentally. There's always that mental component that I like to call out, and just checking in with your body, your breath, your mind. As we breathe here, just noticing anything that comes to the surface, any tension to make note of. And sometimes when I'm coming into this pose, I feel like I'm concentrating too hard, and so I kind of furrow my brow a little bit. So just focus on that space between your eyebrows and relaxing it, creating some space, relaxing the brows, relaxing the forehead. With each exhale, trying to shed a little bit of any stress or tension that you're holding. Just let it go. Letting go anything that's not serving you right now that you can just let go of. Easier said than done, I know, but just trying your best, recognizing what you're carrying with you right now and releasing it. And then setting your intention for class today. Holding that in your heart. And then opening your eyes, coming to all fours. So the palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Just working to get a nice grounded base here. So really spreading through your palms and the fingers, pressing down into the ground. Reaching the heart forward, long spine through the top of your head. And then start to shift the weight into that left knee as you lift that right leg up and back. Maybe flexing, straightening, flexing that foot, feeling that stretch. And then go to lift that left arm. So shift the weight into that right hand, reaching from the fingertips back to the tip of the toes of that right foot. So straighten the leg here. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, bend the knee, bringing the elbow to the knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, elbow to knee. Releasing that leg and hand, switching sides. So first lengthening through that left leg. Again, flexing and pointing that back foot. Stretching it out a little bit, creating some length. And then pointing through that toe, lifting that right arm up and forward. Stretching from the fingertips as you inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, really crunching, engaging the abs, rolling them up. And one more time, inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, elbow to knee. Coming back to all fours, flipping the toes under. We'll press back to downward facing dog. So, walking out the dog. Your calves should already feel a little stretched out just from flexing and pointing and in that previous pose, and just breathe. And then we'll inhale, lift that right leg up and back. Exhale, bring that nose to the knee. So rocking forward a little bit. And then inhale, lift that foot up and back. Exhale, bring that knee to the right shoulder or elbow. Inhale, reaching it up and back. Exhale, cross the body with that right knee over to the left elbow. Inhale, lifting it up and back. And then exhale, stepping that foot forward. Planting the back foot, rising up to warrior one. So my body already feels a little warm. You can feel that energy, that heat we've been creating, working to square the hips, really leaning and breathing into this pose. Opening up to warrior two. So adjusting the feet, front heel to back arch alignment, roll the shoulders up and back. Windmill the arms down, lifting that back heel up, planting that left hand, twisting over to the right. Reaching up through the right fingers, flexing through that left foot with the back knee lifted. Lengthening through the top of the head. And then planting that right hand, stepping that left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Staying here for a few breaths. As always with a forward fold, if this is putting a lot of pressure on your lower back, you can always use blocks to lift up a little bit, or also a chair, the back of a chair. So, a few modifications there, things to keep in mind. Take another breath. And then bending the knees slightly, releasing the arms to the ground, and just ragdoll. Maybe rocking a little side to side as you rise up. Just ragdoll, rising up, one vertebrae at a time. And rolling the shoulders up and back. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hand, stepping back with that right foot. And then lowering that back knee, coming to low lunge. So rising up, feeling that stretch in that right hip. Really leaning into that front leg, front knee over front ankle. You can use a blanket to support that back knee. And we're just lifting. This is a slight back bend as well. Tuning into your breath. And then releasing the hands, flexing that front leg, forward fold. So as we flex that foot, straightening that leg, working to square the hips, and then we're folding with our heart. So leading with the heart, always with a long spine. It's not about how close you can get your head or your chest to your thigh. It's just about what gives you that stretch. You know, how do we create more space in the back of our leg? Focusing on that, that's a good goal here. That's how we create some space, feel good after. So listening to our bodies. And then rebend that front knee. Planting the hands, flipping the back toes. You'll lift that left leg up and back. Coming to the three-legged dog. And then bend the knee, bringing the knee underneath to your nose, so knee to nose. Inhale, lift that left leg up and back. Exhale, bring it to your left shoulder or elbow. Inhale, lift it up and back. Exhale, bring it across the body to the right elbow. Inhale, reaching it up and back. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior one, dropping that back foot down, 45 degrees, rising up. Working to square the hips as you ground through the outer edge of that right foot. Lifting up with the heart. Opening to warrior two. So front heel to back arch alignment, rolling the shoulders up and back, reaching from fingertip to fingertip. Windmill your arms down, lifting that back heel, planting that right hand, twisting over to the left, reaching up with the left fingertips, reaching back that right heel, straightening that back leg, reaching through the top of the head. Bring that left hand down to the ground, stepping forward with that right foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Taking a few breaths here. Releasing the arms, bending the knees slightly, and then again ragdoll. Maybe rocking a little side to side as we slowly come all the way up to stand. No rush. Rolling the shoulders up and back. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hand, stepping back with the left foot. Dropping the back knee, rising up to low lunge on this side. So again, really leaning into that front leg, feeling that stretch in the left hip, front knee over front ankle. And then planting the hands, straightening the front leg, flexing that right foot. And we're working to fold here with the hips squared, leading with the heart, long spine, and just going wherever your body needs right now, right? So no expectations, no shame if you can't touch your head to your shin. I don't even think I could do that right now if I wanted to. My legs are pretty stiff, so who cares? This is your practice. This is what you need right now.
So just breathe here, feeling that stretch, feeling that release in that back leg. Rebending that front knee, planting the hands, flipping the back toes under, and stepping back, lifting that right leg up, three-legged dog, just for a breath, and then lowering it back down to down dog. Again, taking a few breaths here, releasing the neck and the jaw, shoulders away from ears. And lift that right leg up and back. Bending the knee, bringing the knee into the nose. Exhale, reaching forward, or reaching the leg up and back. And then exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift it up and back. Exhale, cross, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lifting up and back. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior one. Squaring the hips. Taking one more breath. And then opening to warrior two. Rolling the shoulders up and back. Dropping that left arm, reaching the right arm up and back. Feeling that stretch on the right side body. Coming back up to warrior two, straightening that front leg. So stepping that back leg in about a step or two. And bring your hands to your hips. So you'll tilt your pelvis, your hips over to the left. As you reach with the right fingers forward as you can, engaging that right knee. And reaching with the right fingertips. And then dropping that hand either inside that right foot, on the shin, on the outside. If you have a block, you can use that as well. And then work to twist the heart over to the left, reaching with the left fingertips up to the sky. And so we're lifted here. We're not sinking in that right side. We're lifted in both the right side and the left side body with a long spine. So feeling as if we're pulling from an invisible string from the top of your head. So forward as you're lengthening the spine and then twisting. And as you're twisting, you're working to stack the hips and the shoulders, pressing into that right big toe and the outer edge of that left foot. Lifting up through the left fingertips, rising up, rebending that front leg, warrior two. So we'll come into half moon. So if you want to bring your hands to your hips, slightly straightening that front leg a little bit, making sure you have space in front of you. You can bring that right hand down either 6 inches in front. Again, if you have a block, that works. But as you lift, you'll lift that back leg, flexing that foot, working again to stack and open the hips. So this is half moon. So that back leg's parallel to the ground, flexing through that foot. And again, opening the heart, working to stack the shoulders. Eventually you can maybe work to lift up off that right hand, maybe bringing it to your heart. Back leg is strong with a slight bend in the knee. Lowering that right arm back to the ground, left-handed to left hip, Slowly lowering back, warrior two. Windmill the arms down. You can step back to plank, yogi's choice, take a flow, or press back to down dog. Take a few breaths. Inhale, lift that left leg up and back. Left knee to nose. Inhale, lift it up and back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lifting up and back. Exhale, cross the body to right elbow. Inhale, lift up and back. Stepping it forward, warrior one. Again, really squaring the hips, pressing through the outer edge of that right foot. Lifting with the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, opening to warrior two. So, front heel to back arch alignment. Roll the shoulders up and back. Reaching from fingertip to fingertip. Dropping that back arm, lifting the left up and back. Reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. And then straightening that front leg. We'll come into triangle. So again, stepping that back foot in about a foot or two, if that feels better for you in your stance. So then bringing the hands to the hips. You can rock the hips back to the right as you reach forward with the left fingertips. Reaching forward and then dropping that left arm onto the shin or inside that left foot. And then work to twist open to the right with the right fingertips up to the sky. So left kneecap is lifted, engaged, feeling as if someone were pulling a string from the top of your head as you lengthen the spine. And as you twist, working to stack the shoulders and the hips, pressing from the outer edge of that right foot and in the big front and the big toe of that left foot. Pulling up from the right fingertips, reaching up, rising, back to warrior two. So we'll come to half moon on this side. Again, you can, with a slight bend in that left knee. And keep that right hand on that right hip. Bring the left fingers in front of you, maybe placing them on the ground as well as you lift that back leg up. And work to open the hips, stacking the hips here. So really opening the hips, opening the chest. Back leg's parallel to the ground, flexing through that foot. Standing leg, it has a slight bend. And then you can stay here, maybe lifting that right arm up to the sky. If that feels good, you can bring that bottom arm into your heart. Taking a few breaths. Releasing that left arm, right hand to right hip, slowly lowering back to warrior two. Windmill the hands, stepping back to plank. Yogi's choice, take a flow. And press back to downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. And then bending the knees, bringing the legs out in front of you, coming to boat. So as you lift the heart up, lifting the shins up so they're parallel to the ground, and then with the heart lifted, long spine, just reaching your arms out. Engaging the abs, breathing. And then hugging the knees in, rocking forward and back. We'll come to lay down on our mat, the next roll. Planting the feet with the knees to the sky, you can step that right leg up and over, sitting as if you're, looks like you're sitting cross-legged, right? On a chair. And then you can pull your legs, your knees into your chest, grabbing onto the ankles or the knees, relaxing the head on the ground, shoulders away from ears. And then just work to pull the ankles, the legs, the knees into your chest. You'll feel this, especially in that right glute. And then work to, as we breathe into this pose, we're just staying here, static, right? But working to lengthen the spine. So get that lower back on the ground. Relaxing the shoulders from the ears. Really breathing into that right hip. Take another breath, and then releasing the feet, switching sides, so bringing that left leg up and over. You can hug the knees into the chest or grabbing down onto the ankles and just pulling those legs into your chest. Really feeling the stretch on that left glute this time. And again, as we breathe in this pose, working to relax the shoulders away from the ears and working to get a long spine on the ground. So feeling that stretch of getting that lower back down on the ground. Tuning into your breath. Relaxing the space between your eyebrows. Relaxing any tension in your jaw. One more breath. And then releasing the legs, reaching them out all the way on the ground. And you can stretch your arms up overhead as well, just reaching from your fingertips to the tips of your toes. And you can boomerang your legs and your arms over to the left side. Just breathing into that right side body, trying to get both shoulder blades on the ground if you can. And then sliding them over to the other side, to the right. Just creating some final space. Just creating some space in this body before you melt down into Shavasana. So when you're ready, dropping the legs, or relaxing the legs on the mat. Dropping the feet away from one another, arms by your side, palms to the sky. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. And just continuing to breathe, allowing yourself to melt into your mat with each exhale. And after a minute, I'll wake us up to finish class together.
Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reaching your arms up over your head, stretching from your fingertips to the tips of your toes. Taking your time, rolling onto your right side body. Pausing here for a breath. And then slowly making your way up to a nice, comfortable seated position on your mat. Inhale, reaching our arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. I always close practice with a moment of gratitude, thinking of one thing you're grateful for and holding it in your heart. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste. Congratulations, you just finished day 11 of the 30-day challenge. I hope that your body's feeling great and strong and flexible, and your mind's feeling just as strong and flexible. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up down below and leave any questions or comments. I'll do my best to respond to them as quickly as I can. And subscribe to the channel so that you never miss an episode. Again, thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow for day 12. Namaste.